Welcome back to Gearhead Review, your go-to destination for in-depth car reviews with zero fluff and all the essential facts. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most legendary names in the automotive world of the 2025 Porsche 911. Specifically, we're focusing on the 2025 Porsche 991. The final evolution of the 991 chassis in a model that bridges heritage with cutting-edge innovation in a way few sports cars can. This isn't just a car-up, it's an icon that's been sculpted through decades of Porsche engineering excellence, and in its final form, it just might be the most refined 911 to wear the 991 badge. Exterior at first glance, the front end is unmistakably Porsche. There's no mistaking those iconic oval-shaped LED matrix headlights as sleek, aggressive, and subtly modernized for 2025. They now come with adaptive lighting that scans the road and adjusts beam patterns depending on weather, speed, and surroundings. The front bumper has been tweaked with new air intakes that aren't just for show, they feed more air to the twin-turbo flat-six engine and improve aerodynamic stability at high speeds. The hood sits low and wide, with subtle creases that hint at the performance lurking underneath. Porsche's iconic crest sits proudly in the center, a subtle reminder of the car's racing pedigree. Every detail here is sculpted with intent, from the sharper edges of the front splitter to the integrated front camera system that's more compact and better hidden than ever. Shifting to the side profile, this is where the 911's timeless silhouette really speaks. The sloping roof line, wide haunches, and muscular rear arches remain a testament to Porsche's commitment to continuity in design. The 2025 model features subtle updates and new lightweight forged alloy wheels available in 20 or 21-inch configurations, and new range of color-matched side skirts, and active aero flaps ahead of the rear wheels to channel air more efficiently. Door handles sit flush and pop out electronically as you approach. The side mirrors have been aerodynamically optimized and now include blind spot sensors integrated in a way that doesn't disrupt the flowing design. There's a new optional carbon roof that not only looks aggressive but also shaves weight and lowers the center of gravity. Porsche keeps it elegant yet functional. There's nothing unnecessary, just precision where it matters most. Moving to the rear, Porsche continues its tradition of refined aggression. The full-width LED light bar stretches cleanly across the tail, now with a more three-dimensional effect that gives the rear end depth and visual width. The third brake light is subtly integrated into the vertical slats of the active rear spoiler. And speaking of spoilers, the 2025 991 now comes with a new adaptive rear wing that adjusts automatically depending on speed and drive mode. The bumper is slightly wider than before and features an updated diffuser flanked by large dual exhaust outlets that are tuned to provide a visceral growl under acceleration but stay relatively civil in normal driving. Below the rear glass, the rear deck lid retains its vertical slats for heat extraction, while hiding updated cooling systems beneath. The classic Porsche badge is now laser-etched onto the taillight bar, one of those little touches that remind you this is a car built by people who obsess over every detail. Interior: open the door, and the interior greets you with a perfect blend of tradition and cutting-edge tech. You still get that classic 5-gauge layout, but now it's digitized behind a curved 12.6-inch screen that mimics the classic analog look with stunning resolution. Porsche allows drivers to customize the display to show navigation, performance data, or the traditional tech front and center. The steering wheel is thick, leather-wrapped, and adorned with a drive mode selector dial that clicks satisfyingly between normal, sport, sport plus, and individual modes. The center console has been updated with a new 10.9-inch infotainment system that's faster, clearer, and supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It also now includes AI-based voice controls that actually work. The physical buttons are still here, thankfully, because Porsche knows that drivers appreciate tactile control over core functions like climate and suspension. The seats are sculpted for performance driving but comfortable enough for daily use, with multiple material options ranging from classic leather to race-inspired Alcantara with contrast stitching. Rear seats remain largely symbolic, at best for small bags or, at most, a kid or two for short rides. Cabin materials are top tier as always, with hand-stitched leather, real aluminum accents, and customizable trims that include open-pore wood, carbon fiber, or satin finish aluminum. Performance under the skin. The 2025 991 continues to be a masterclass in performance engineering. Power comes from a 3.0-liter twin-turbocharged flat-six engine in the Carrera and Carrera S variants, pushing out anywhere from 379 to 443 horsepower depending on trim. Turbo and Turbo S models crank that up to 572 and 640 horsepower respectively. Acceleration is nothing short of ballistic. The Carrera S, for example, hits 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds when equipped with the PDK dual-clutch transmission and Sport Chrono package. Top speeds range from 182 to 205 miles per hour. But the numbers don't tell the whole story. It's the way the 911 delivers performance that sets it apart. Steering is razor-sharp, turn-in is immediate, and the car feels perfectly balanced thanks to the rear engine layout and Porsche active suspension management. Ride quality is surprisingly compliant in normal mode, and even in Sport Plus, it's never punishing. Braking performance is world-class thanks to large ventilated discs and optional carbon ceramic rotors. All-wheel drive variants like the Carrera 4S add even more grip and confidence in all conditions, while the rear-wheel drive models retain the purity that purists crave. The PDK gearbox is still one of the best in the buzziness and lightning-fast shifts that you barely notice. Manual lovers aren't left out either, with the sweet shifting 7-speed available on certain trims. When it comes to price, the 2025 Porsche 991 lineup remains a premium offering. As expected, the base Carrera starts at around $115,000, while the Carrera S pushes up to $130,000. Step into the Turbo S, and you're looking at prices north of $215,000 before options. And trust USA options add up quickly with Porsche. From carbon ceramic brakes to the Sport Chrono package, premium leather interiors, or custom paint colors through Porsche exclusive manufacture, you can easily spec a 911 well past $250,000. But that's part of the allure. Each 911 can be uniquely tailored to reflect its honor. And you're not just paying for badge prestige, you're buying into decades of engineering refinement, one of the most balanced sports cars on the planet, and a legacy that's unmatched. So what's the verdict? The 2025 Porsche 991 is the ultimate send-off for a chassis that redefined what the modern 911 could be. It's more refined, more capable, and more advanced than ever before, yet it hasn't lost the soul that makes a 911 special. The design is timeless, the tech is smart but not intrusive, and the performance is jaw-dropping across the board. Whether you're chasing lap times, carving up a mountain road, or just enjoying a Sunday cruise, the 2025 911 delivers in every way that matters. It's the kind of car that doesn't just get you from point A to point B, it makes you want to take the long way home every single time. That's it for today's review. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2025 Porsche 991, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to GearHeadReview for more detailed and honest car reviews, and let us know in the comments if money were no object, how would you spec your 911? Until next time, keep your engines revving and your eyes on the road.